Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, October 20th. Is it the 20th today? Today would have been my mother's birthday. She was born 10/20/40. So she'd have been 80 years old today. 80 years old today. Anyway, we are here at the garden. We're going to do our Tuesday tip, our Teaching Tuesday tip. Beverly's going to be my camera crew today. Miss Laura has taken some time off. And we have baby Clayton over there who's going to be judging us on our performance today. So if you hear anything, you'll know that, oh, he's teething. He's so funny if you could see the look on his face right now. He has his teething ring and he just took it out of his mouth and it's dangling. He's dangling it. Aren't you, baby Kate? Anyway, so what we're going to do today, good morning, everybody. I'm too busy looking at Clayton and all these people are coming on. He's so cute. You all are lovely too, but he's adorable. So what we're going to do today is we're going to, did I have a rooster square over there? Will you go look on the desk and see if I have a square? It has a rooster's head on it. Because I was going to try to match it. I'm a creature of habit. There it is. And we just had this schedule change this week, and I'm spoiled. Beverly has graciously stepped up to cover for Laura till she comes back, but
I'm new here.
She's new. But I'd come in and Laura to have all this done. She had it prep, and then of course we have the banter. But we'll get through this. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about flying geese. And can you hand me that quilt that? Yeah, that's it right there. Because I want to show you some things. I'm going to turn this around and show you some things you can do with flying geese. This is. I'm just going to show you this. This is a panel we have here at the shop, and Ora took it home the other day, and she just put together, all it is panel squares, black fabric, and I'm going to go to close-up. She put a little bit of a spider web around the panel square, but then she just put in some flying geese, and boom, it's done. Okay, there we go. I'm going to take it off of you now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you different ways to make flying geese, because they're so versatile, and plus, they're a nice way to do with panels. And a lot of times people have cute panels, but they don't know what to do with them. And, or just squares. There's a really pretty pattern out there called Afternoon Delight. And we have made so many quilts out of this. I can't even begin to tell you how many we've made out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around. Now, if you did 48 and 48, you saw us make this. But the key to what I'm going to show you today is not only how to make it, but also how to make it the size you want. I can teach you all day how to do half square triangles, hourglass blocks, and flying geese. But unless you have the math or a way to make it the size you want it to be, it's pretty much useless. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around and hand this to Miss Beverly. So here's what I would like to do today. I am a big chicken fan. I love farm stuff. And so I just cut this off of running yardage. It's not a panel, it's running yardage. And I thought this would be really cute to do like an Ohio star around it. And that would mean making flying geese. So I measured this, and it's kind of roughly 7 inches. I wasn't sure how big this was, so I made it roughly 7 inches. I can always trim it down if need to be. So I'm going to show you something. It's called the Lazy Girl Flying Geese Ruler. And I'm going to show you this real quick, maybe on the white. And we're going to go back to this in a little bit, but I'm going to just show it to you because it shows you how big. If you want to make us flying geese, like I'm making mine 3.5 by 7. And some people go, well, you just cut it at 7 by 3.5. No, you don't. Do you cut it at 7.5 by 4? No, you don't. This has all the math figured out for you. So you're going to cut one of these big squares, and L is what I'm going to be cutting because I want mine to be 3.5 times 7. So this is what I'm going to cut my big square at, and that's what I cut, my big square at 3.5, at this, not this. I cut it the size of this whole thing. Then I want to match that to this over here, which tells me how big I want to cut my little squares. And that are these right here. Those are my little squares, and I need 2 of those. So we're going to go back to this in a little bit, but right now I'm going to show you what I did. So I cut my big square, and this is going to be the flying geese for this. See how much bigger it is? But hopefully it works because I'm on live TV. We're going to bring my sewing machine over here. And like I said, what we did on 48 and 48 is we take our big block that we cut out, And you put this in the upper left-hand corner. And then the lower right-hand corner. And I drew a diagonal line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch on each side of this line. And you can pin it if you'd like. I just hold it up there and
hope for the best.
So, that's right. Hope for the best. That's pretty much how I roll. Right, Clayton? Oh, has he got puffs on there to eat?
No, he's playing with his binky.
Okay, got to the end of that, so I'm just going to line up my squares again. I'm one of those people that if I pinned it, I'd end up stabbing myself with a pin and
Me too.
getting blood everywhere. Okay. I'm just going to finish sewing this. You know, I just realized I have snippers, but I'm going to have to go and get some scissors. Because I'm spoiled. Laura spoiled me.
Yeah, I don't know the gig.
You're going to have to go through training. We didn't have orientation time. Sudden change in schedule. No, Laura is fine. There's just some, you know how family has, you can have stuff come up in the family, and she has a family member that's not feeling so well. So she's helping to take care. And so, I'm going to run over real fast and grab my cutter. So anyway, she is she's being the caregiver, and so she'll be back when she can. And so say a little prayer for Laura if you do that. If not, it's all right too. Okay, so we're gonna take this. And we're going to lay it on this line. So I drew my line. I said 1/4 inch on each side of it. You know what I didn't do? I didn't cut 2 more of these squares. I'm going to go cut 2 more of these squares. Okay. All right then.
That one has a nick in it, I guess.
And then I'm going to go grab that fabric real fast so I can show how we're going to cut the squares. So hold on. Maybe not. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is I should have cut 4 squares. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this ruler, and since I have to cut this is what I'm gonna cut where this L is, right here. So I'm gonna lay that right on my fabric, and I'm gonna cut 2 more. That's how fast that was. That's right. See, he's cheering me on. So now, what I used to tell people is how to remember this is I take these and I finger press. I finger press them open. And then, because it looks like a fox head, that's how I tell myself there's the ears and there's the face. So then I have to put this where the nose would be, the fox's nose. And then we're going to go like this. Come on, Clayton, you're going to have to be in the video with us. Yes!
He's trying to get my tea.
Oh, you're trying to get your tea?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to sew. I did my diagonal line, and we're going to sew a 1/4 inch on each side of that line. Cindy will be here shortly. All right, here we go. Clayton, we're sewing now. We're sewing, buddy. So we're going to sew a 1/4 inch on that side. And we're going to sew a 1/4 inch on this side. What? So now, we're going to cut on this diagonal line. All right. So now we're going to cut on this diagonal line. Aren't we, Clayton? Okay, so we're going to cut on this diagonal line. We're going to take this apart. And then we're going to fold this up. He wants that tea.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have the tea, Clayton. You can't have the tea. So now I'm just going to trim this down. And this is our flying geese. And then we have 2 flying geese. And all I have to do is the same thing to this, and I've got 4 flying geese. So now let's see how well the math works. So here's my square. And I'm going to put that right on it. Boom! It worked. It worked, Clayton. It worked. So that's the nice thing about flying geese is I'm going to trim this real quick. And then I'll put one here. I don't know if I like that red so much with this. I might make it for something else. But then I'm going to put 2 more here, some little cornerstones here, and then this makes this little tiny 7-inch block is now a 14-inch block. So that's one thing you can do with these that makes it go quickly. The flying geese, this is the Ohio Star. You could put a 4-patch in here, you could put a panel in here, you could put a solid in here if you have a big bold print that you didn't want to cut up. There's so many things you can do. And a flying geese, excuse me, just frames it up. It doesn't look too bad if I put a bunch of other things in it.
Yeah, I think it'll work.
I think it'll work. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. So now I'm going to scooch this out of the way and I'm going to talk to you about this ruler. So I'm not one that pushes a lot of rulers, but this is one that I have, and Aura just got one because it's the flying geese ruler. So like this ended up being 3.5 by 7. Someone goes, well, that's 7-inch ruler. No, it's not. If you look, this is really going to be 8.25. They've done the math for you. So, and that's a pretty big flying geese. Mm-hmm. So, but if you want to, because right here it says on the solid line, you're going to cut 1 square the size of the solid line. On the broken lines, I didn't read the own rules. It says cut 4 squares. And all sizes indicated are the finished sizes. So if you're looking for the size you want, there it is. This is the most common size of flying geese that you're going to use. And this is a $25 ruler, so if you'd like it, you can call us and order one. We have actually sold out because we did a class recently that used flying geese, and these are gone, but we're ordering more in, and they're $25. But like I said, you can turn this block into, this panel into a cute block. You can do that flying geese like you did for that, quilt I showed you that Aura did. So anyway, that's it. That was a quick one, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. That was a quick one. So if you have any questions, give us a call. Is there any comments, any questions? No?
I don't see any on here.
Everybody just needs to wake up.
It's gloomy today.
It is so gloomy.
Yeah.
It is so gloomy. And yesterday I had to go all the way to Hamilton. I'm not the nicest lady, but I went to Hamilton to pick up something. And she's doing something to get Clayton's attention, and I'm like, I'm into it too. So anyway, that's it for Flying Geese. That's our Teaching Tuesday tip. Next week, we're going to talk about doing blocks, sashing in blocks without any math. So if you use different size blocks, how to make them the same size block without doing any math. It's possible. Yay. I know, yay. No rulers, no nothing. There's Cindy Sunshine. So that's, if you're interested, it's called the Lazy Girl Flying Geese Ruler ×4. They're $25. All you gotta do is give us a call. We'll get one on order for you. We will get some here in the shop because we're gonna start doing classes with flying geese again. But that's it. Good morning, Cindy. And if you have any questions, give us a call. Thanks, bye.